Thanks for coming at this session that want to update you about the major digital transformation processes that our customer, textile and garment industry are crossing now, especially in the light of the major sustainable challenges that are coming. I'm Cinzia Provenzi. I'm sales manager of Style3D Assyst for Italy. And today, what we are going to do is to also to let you understand what we are doing in the market. We are helping our customer to cross this digitalized transformation, and to implement in their processes the measure tool that we have now, the 3D tool, the 3D solutions. Today, a lot of companies already adopted this kind of solution, and in every reasons why they adopt this kind of technology, sustainability purposes are really in the last place of the list, and sometimes is not even in the list. We perfectly know that create a digital prototype means reduce timing, reduce costs, and optimize the communication, but it means also reduce waste. This is really important to know and to remember. And we also know that a lot of companies are already moving to adopt and to doing things in a more sustainable ways. Just to mention a pair of things, the fibers are grown up in an organic way, rather than the dyeing process are more natural than before. So we are doing already something. You are doing already something, but it's not enough if we can, if we remember then, today 15 billions of garments are produced every year, and 30% of them are completely discarded, and 15% of them are, useless after 1 year, and we perfectly know well what will be their destiny. In this regard, I would like to show you the Style3D philosophy. Well, what is much more needed now, urgently needed, is a prominent digital culture. This kind of technologies, I mentioned 3D, but I can mention VR, AR, AI. We know them very well. They are part of our daily job. It's already in our offices, it's already in our companies, and probably what you've seen in the last days, in the last week, it's just the edge of the iceberg. Probably you've seen Pinko show in the Duomo Square where a giant model was walking in the square, or the Dolce Gabbana NFT. So this kind of measure prove of the utilization of this kind of technology. But as I mentioned, it's like the edge. It's only the edge of the iceberg. Behind that, there are a lot of companies that are pioneers of this technology that times ago started to adopt them because strongly believed in the objectives that they could obtain using this kind of technologies. Behind that, there are user managers that are planning achievable goals, and when the goal will be achieved, then they raise the bar a little bit. So this is behind the innovation, revolution process that we are encountering today. It's because someone before us started a few times ago. And we could potentially be stronger and more efficient in a lot of different activities during the workflow. In the concept creation, in the product development, in digital prototyping, collaboration, sales activities, marketing communication. So 3D tools are really able to transform these activities, transform this workflow. And you can easily create a digital twin. I'm talking about textile digital twin. I'm talking about garment digital twin, in order to create a data that is really transversal to the flow. And this is the key word, the transversal behavior of the digital data. You can be able, for the textile industry, to create a digital catalog and show to your customer and comment together a new variants of the textile without producing anything, no waste in the very beginning, okay? At the end, you will have the physical proto, but in the very beginning, you are going to reduce this waste that it's just waste. For fashion brands, of course, you are going to produce a digital prototype. You are going to send it to the style department and check together the fitting, check together the main amendments that they are going to ask you. I'm not saying that it will be an easy process, okay? It's a hard process, but we know how to help you. This is our job. We mainly follow customer that are crossing this kind of revolution. So we know how to answer to the potential main problems that could be raised during this implementation. We know how to manage your request, and we know how to, run together with you. Very first pillar of this path is the material. You all today are here to, on one side of the metal, to sell fabric, on the other way to buy fabric. So fabrics are really the pillar of everything in the reality, in the physical world, but it's really the same in the digital one. So if we can achieve the best product ever in a digital matter, we are winner. We will win. It's really important to understand that when I mention digital twin about textile, I mean mechanical characteristic of the textile and fabric and visual characteristic of the fabric. So these 2 points are the main points that will let your project win at the end. And what about if next year in Mare di Moda you are going to walk through this to this fair, and you are asking a physical fabric together with a digital file of the fabric. In this way, brands, of course, textile are going to offer a new digital service to brands, and on the other side, brands will be able to build a new digital proto in few clicks because they have the data already prepared, ready. Today, these activities has been done since now by brands internally, and this is a headache for them because they have to ask the physical swatch from the textile producer and then test it internally, but they don't have any knowledge. And for them, it's really a waste of time also because the final result won't be the same if done by the textile producer. So the commitment of Style3D is also to put together and to create the right conversation between textile industry and brand industry to really mind the gap. And you can see that here that we can support our customer with hardware machineries. I mean, for the mechanical characteristic, dynamometer rather than bending machineries. I can mention also the scanner for the visual characteristic. And I take the opportunity to thanks Boselli and to thanks also Mr. Nello Marelli because of the partnership that we have over there. In the Boselli booth, you can find that we have a fabric kiosk in which you can easily select and scroll down a lot of fabric in a digital catalog. So thanks Nello Marelli and Boselli to host us in your booth. And moreover, talking about the visual characteristic of the fabric, this is really important. This is a key aspect when you're going to create the digital twin of the fabric. Why? Because I already mentioned the 3D maps of the fabric. In order to create the physical prototype of a garment, if we are starting with the correct 3D maps of the garment, I mean, be able to display also complex garment, jacquard, complex textile, jacquard, or fiber, or textile with metallic fibers, or translucent textile, we can really make nice creation and product that are very close to the reality. So this is the main point that we are really insist to, because it can make a project winning. And moreover, you can as you can see here, these are products coming from our Scanner 3D. In our booth number 19, you can find our solution, you can find our hardware, so please come there to test your textile. And about that, I would like to mention that in Style3D, we have more than 140 people working in R&D. So how we can so close to the reality with hardware, with software, because beyond this extremely innovating solution, we have the empiric study. So what I'm showing today won't be the same that I'm going to show you in 2 months. Our solution is really running. Our scientists and our R&D people are really working to let the customer have the best solution in terms of innovation of the market. But behind that, there is this study. In the first row, just to let you know, you have the physical sample. The physical swatches is 1.5 meter per 1.5 meter. And in the second row, you have the virtual swatches. The same with the real garment. What's the difference? The difference is that I'm not sure that you can see it, but here you have a red line that in some case is not matching with the real one, with the real swatches. So this is the difference from the real swatches, the real garment, and the virtual garment. It means two kinds of problems. Hardware problems, hardware is not acting correctly, and the second problem is the engine of the simulation, the software problem. So this is just to let you understand how we are moving in the R&D processes. One is the software, the hardware, the innovation. The other one is the empiric solution that for us is really, really important. Why digital fabric are so important? Because they are part of a chain. We talk a lot about fabrics, swatches, because they are the pillar of the digital transformation. The second step is to take these swatches to make a new style, to raise up our concept and to translate it into a digital outlook, into a digital garment. So this is we started from fabric, and this is the path in which the digital textile is going through. Well, in this video clip, you saw the entire flow from the fabric, from the concept, to the product development, and then marketing and sales and many other things. As I said, 3D data is transversal. If I'm going to create a physical garment, then to recreate a new volume, new shapes, I need to cut. I need to change. I need to attach other fabrics. In this case, it's really easy. It's very fast, and it's really trustable. It is something in which I can trust. So what I see is really what I get. The second pillar about digital transformation are avatars. Of course, having a good solution in terms of fabric digitalization is the must. And the conversation between textile industry and brands should happen in the next future. Otherwise, it will be very, very hard. But the second pillar is avatars. Once a brand is going to create their digital catalog, starting from a product, they need to trust that the final fitting will be the real one. Otherwise, it's time waste. Style3D can provide you with a lot of avatars that is not only good to see in terms of visualization, but has only a strong behavior in terms of measurement. This is really important because a lot of luxury brands have these skinning models. Other brands need to make made-to-measure on different postures, so we need to replicate at the end the final avatars. Moreover, our very good business card is related to the fact that we let our customer use hyper-realistic avatars. As you can find there, you can create a lot of new avatars with new hairs, with new expression, new skins, but at the end, you will have a virtual avatar. What we are going to offer now to our customer is this one. The artificial intelligence. So you can replace the avatar face with a real face. Of course, this kind of face came from artificial intelligence as well. So there is no privacy restriction related to these faces, but it will be really as presenting a real collection. So your end customer, the style department, will see a real model wearing, you see the quality of the image, a real dress. So this is our first objective, to provide to people a good picture to see, because this kind of solution, 3D solution, is aiming as the first point to sell. Because we are here to sell, we need to sell. So you need to sell better, you need to sell faster, you need to sell. So this is the point. And you can do it in a very better and good way. This is another slide in which you can see the hyper-realistic avatar, a final picture that are made only in Style3D. You don't need to go outside and using our other solution. And an animation. Also, the animation are really important because you can see how the textile is draping during movements. This is really important because in this moment, you don't have a physical garment available. You will have it in the next step, okay? But to have the physical garment, you already skipped maybe 2 physical prototypes, because the 2 physical prototypes, you did it in digital way. So this is really a constraint of time, cost, and again, a reduction of waste. And now it came, we came to the glue between a lot of things, between garment industry, textile industry, in style department, garment technician department, sales department, our platform solution. In this platform solution, you can really easily create your digital catalog. You can use this cloud solution as digital asset management. Sometimes when I came to customer, I found out that users are saving their 3D object in their computer. someone else is saving their 3D object in the server. So there is not a centralized place in which managing the the digital asset. It becomes more and more important now because we are producing a lot of digital assets instead of physical one. So it's important to know what we have and to manage it. Moreover, you can send your digital catalog to wherever you want and whoever you want. So the other part, the counterpart, can have the possibility to jump into your digital catalog, see your product, make comments, make inquiries. You can ask your textile supplier also to invite you to their digital catalog and to buy their digital fabrics. Not only fabrics supplier, but also trim supplier, metallic trim supplier. So it's really a place in which we can upload, download, if needed, and comment our digital asset with the main stakeholder of the project. You can also see the status of your style. It is pending, so it needs some action to be done. It is approved, so I can go with production, with making some arrangement of the pattern, or it's rejected for any kind of reason. So it's really, you can also really track the status of your products. And a really nice possibility, starting from this DAM, Digital Asset Management, is to display differently and to sell differently to customer. Again, it doesn't mean that you won't go anymore to fairs. We are, also next year, we will be there, shaking hands, drink a coffee together, but you can invite your customer in your stand, you can showcase your main fabric, your new collection, but in same times you can ask to your customer to come with you in your showroom, maybe with some glasses or through computers, so they can walk into a digital place and find other solutions, find other variants, find other products. Again, to sell more, to sell better, and to provide a different experience to the customer. We don't have to forget that we are going to meet in the very next future the Gen Z. So this generation is really close to this kind of experience, and we have to, change also our way to sell. We are changing our way to make production, but we need also to think about that. And the same for the garment industry. You can also present in a different way to the style department the collection. So if they are not so into this kind of technology, this is a very sexy way to present the collection, or for merchandising activities, for example. During my presentation, I mentioned a lot textile companies, fashion companies, brands. I didn't mention at all educational. This is a project that has been done with ISGMD, and a high school in design and fashion that is in Lecco. And for this project, I would like to really thank Michele Bollani that makes this happen. In the fair, you can find the physical prototypes on a mannequin, but with this video, I would like to show you what has been done to reproduce the creation that this student has in mind in a digital concept. the education has in general always a great impact on the next professional generation. So the responsiveness of these students around that kind of technology that is serving and will serve the industry has also a big impact on us, because we are proud to say that we have a great incentive to do better and better our job. And after saying that, I would like to leave you with a gift. This QR code, if you have your mobile, you can scan it, and you will have a special digital gift. In this case, our cloud solution will open, and you can play with some fabric items that in the bottom of the page has been uploaded for you. So it's the very first garment that I've displayed in the first slide, and I hope that can be a nice gift for you. I would like to really thanks for your attention, and if you would like to discuss further for us, we are at the booth 19. Thank you so much.